Well, there's two sides. Of course, there's the listing side and the buyer side. So from the listing side, we've got three listings coming up between now and the end of the year for the fourth quarter, and it's all about pricing the property correctly. Understanding that we're stepping into the holiday seasons. Comps that are within the 8 to 12 months may not even be as viable right now, considering where we are in the season and what the interest rate is. So I'm having these conversations with the various listing appointments and the sellers around making sure that we price the property correctly so that we can garner as much attraction as we possibly can to the site, to the property. Of course, they all want top dollar. They've got sweat equity invested in the property, but the data speaks for itself. So really just relying on the data. Coach, thank you for showing me how to draw that polygram in our coaching session the other day, because it worked fantastically. And it's actually gotten one of our sellers to see things from a different perspective. So that's great. On the buy side, I'm thinking of a client that I'm working with right now. I've got a consultation with him at 12 o'clock. And, being informed of the different options, to Jeff's point about what's out there for us. I don't know if you guys are aware or not, but the weekend after November 18th, Fannie Mae's come out with this conventional loan structure that only requires a 5% down payment, right, for multifamily properties. And so I've got a buyer who's interested in a multifamily in Napa. List price is 1.5. And we were having a conversation yesterday around the payment amount on that. So when I was able to present to him what's coming down the pipe in terms of only putting down the 5% and then keeping the rest of that chunk to actually buy down the rate so that he can get a payment that's manageable for him, and just presenting some creative ways for him to be able to acquire the property, keep a little money in his pocket, and actually have a more manageable payment. It's just staying engaged, you guys. It's staying knowledgeable. It's staying connected and being a resource of information, because we are viewed as the professional, right? So it's our responsibility to be educated. And what's happening is, because so many agents are falling off, those who actually sound like they know what they're talking about are presenting strategic ideas that will benefit our client. We're the ones that are getting the business. And so that would be my encouragement to you. That's my message to market. Let's figure out ways that we can, sell and or represent the buyer in a way that still makes sense, because people still want to buy real estate. And although inventory is low, we've got 3 listings coming up in the last quarter, but the key is going to be pricing those properties right so that we can get as much traction as possible and get those in the closed transactions.